Hey there, guys. I'm outside and it's chilly, and I'm in between bouts of rain. Here we are in California, and it's ironic. Rain and California. Think about that. I've been in and out of the house with my bird seed. It's pouring down one minute and sunny the next. Anyhow, I've already walked this morning with my dog and I made a video. But I'm not happy with the quality of that video. It was not good enough to post. But my message to you today is, you have a light. Shine it. Please don't be afraid. Don't let fear guide you. There's fear and there's faith. Two opposing forces. You cannot do both. You can't say, oh wow, yeah, I totally believe, oh I so believe, I know it's going to happen for me, and then turn around the next minute and say, it ain't going to happen for me. No way, there's no way that's going to work. Nah. Believe in yourself. I don't know, it was just on my heart this morning to tell you guys to believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own cheerleader. Like my cup, I love this cup. My son's girlfriend gave me this cup 2 Christmases ago. Oh, my dog Eddie is barking because the dog is out next door. Oh my, I apologize. But I'm not going to stop my message. That's a confirmation for how imperative this message is for me to get out for you guys. Can you imagine what it would be like if we all lived in our heart space? If you went with your heart, if you went with your gut, what does your gut tell you? When my little girl was small, when we played games together, her brother and I, word games, charades, when we read books together, and we always did whatever we did, she said to me, Mommy, the first thought that comes to you, whatever comes in your mind, is your answer. So I'm here to tell you to live from your heart space, you guys. That is your body's, what am I going to call it? The barometer, okay? Your message in life from the divine is to feel good. Stop doing things to please other people. First and foremost, stop giving a darn what anybody else thinks of you. What does the famous Ralph Smart say? You didn't make me. You can't break me. You don't even pay me. Why give credit to somebody who's not putting in the grind like you are, who's not putting in the work that you are? Don't listen to anybody who cannot show you what I'm telling you, Eddie. Seeing is believing. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. My dear mother said, remove the word can't from your vocabulary. Yes, you can, because guess what? Not everybody does something fabulously on the first try. Keep doing it until it works. And the beauty is in the journey, not the destination. You guys, I'm going to be 63 years old in April. And it has taken me more than half of my life to finally learn these things that I'm telling you right now. My wisdom has come from pain and heartbreak and heartache. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just know what is on my heart. And it is speaking to me long and loud. And it is saying that you have a choice And the choice is to feel good or feel bad. So think about it. It's that simple. Do I live in the dark side? Do I live in misery? Or do I live where the sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the trees and the flowers are blooming? Live in that. In fact, the sun doesn't ask to shine, just as the storms don't ask to downpour. They just do it. I'm going to be sitting here. It's going to pour on my head most likely in a few minutes. But I got to get this out. I got to tell you to believe in yourself. Believe in you. If we all lived from our heart space, there would be no war. There would be no killings. You know, these mass shootings, they are people who choose to live in the dark side. They don't have help. They don't get help. They're choosing to allow the dark to overtake their light. I'm not making excuses for these people. I'm just saying that's their path. That is who they are. You can't change them. You can only... Okay. What if, say, all these things, you know, I don't watch TV, regular TV, first of all. I don't watch the news. I just don't. I see these things because I have a YouTube and they come up for me. And unfortunately, I have to look at them. But if we sit here and we use our channels and we use our forums and our platforms to further speak hate, to, motivate the haters, to put the hate out there, to talk about the hate, to promote the hate, to marinate in the hate, what's that going to do? That's going to give more hate, right? Doesn't that make sense to you? I'm saying use your platform for positivity. Let's be promoters of the good, because the good always outweighs the bad. When things get bigger and bigger, they start to burst at the seams, and what's going to come out? There's going to be cracks. What's going to come out? The truth, the light, because it has to be told. It has to be. Bad things fester, they grow, and then they explode. So these lessons become blessings. So seek to understand before being understood. A famous writer, his last name started with an S. I did a painting of a turtle under the water with that saying on it, that quote, and I gave it to my daughter to put in work where she works. I'm going to tell you again to speak your truth, shine your light, and if it comes out and it blinds people, keep shining, because guess what? They will get over it. Let me tell you something here and now. The light from the divine will blind you with its light, but it won't hurt your eyes. It's lighting your way. It's expanding your heart space. It's helping you to speak your truth. My channel is about motivation and compassion, and to share my life with you and what has worked for me. It may not work for you, so sit down and make a list of the things that do work for you, that feel good, and work with that. My channel is about promoting goodness and happiness. It's not about spreading ill will. And if I have, guess what? I've deleted it, because I learned when you do better, when you know better, you do better, right? I share my paintings. I share what I know. Also as a writer, I write what I know. I lived it, and I know. So someone can come along and say, how do you know that? I lived it. They can say whatever they want. They can think whatever they want. I'm not here to control what you think and how you feel. I am merely here to share with you. See that? My beautiful golden retriever did that. God rest his soul. I miss him every day. He died of cancer last February. Oh, dear God. Anyway, I see this hole. I keep it because I think of him when he was a puppy. It was his way of getting my attention, and that's what Keeper would do, is he'd sometimes would come up and just put his mouth on my hand and look at me with these hooded eyes and force me to listen and force me to look. The wonderful thing about dogs and about animals, people, two-legged creatures. Look at this. What does this say? Friends, not food. Animals are pure. They are straight. They have a connection straight to the divine. They are trying, they are grounded, and they are trying to get us to live in the moment. They're not here for us to amuse ourselves with. They're not here to feed our gut. They're not here to be abused. What animal willingly walks into a slaughterhouse? Right? No. There are these men and women that have the big money bags that are making the decision. Their pockets are being lined from us buying their stuff, and in turn we're getting sick from eating it. You have all of these products that pop up that say lactose intolerant because it was not meant for you in the first place. Don't drink it. Look around you in the store, people that are living from their heart space. God blessed us with creativity, and by God, they're using their God-given creativity, and they're creating whatever you want to call it, milk. You can call it what you want. Poo-poo the people that say, why do you gotta call it milk? Why you gotta replicate meat? Doesn't mean that we didn't like it. Of course we liked it. So we are allowed to create something that is better, that is humane, that makes us feel, that makes our hearts burst open. Like I've used this before, the heart space of the Grinch that burst open. We have a right to do, just like, these people that have a right to abuse, that have a right to eat it, sure, go ahead. But I'm sorry, where's it going to get you in the end? It's going to give you cancer. It's going to give you heartache. And dogs, to speak wonderfully of dogs for a moment, the number one killer of golden retrievers is cancer. That is one dog that I see more pages dedicated to on Instagram, golden retrievers. People want them because they're beautiful, they're squishy, they're loving. And what do dogs do? They take in all of our ills. They want us to be better. They take it. They hold space for us. They're trying to keep us grounded. They are natural energy balancers. Understand? That's what animals are doing. So I'm trying to create, no, I'm not trying, I'm doing, by living it, by spreading love with my platform, by spreading joy and kindness and positivity and upliftment and sharing my creativity with people. That is what my channel is about, everybody. I'm urging you to do the same thing. Don't let people squash you. Don't let people monitor you. Don't allow them to tell you unless they're right beside you. And furthermore, if they're beside you, if they're neck and neck with you, they're fighting the good fight. You're looking at each other and you're high-fiving each other, and you're going together. You're not trying to squash someone underneath your foot because you're better, because you're not better. You are fighting the good fight together because we're on this path to feel good and be happy and share it with others. It's not about hurting somebody to prove a point. It's about sharing the space and having faith. There's room for all of us. This world is big enough. There is enough. You are enough. I am certainly enough. I am my own cheerleader. You are your own cheerleader. Do it. If you have something to say, do it, and do it kindly and lovingly. Share how you feel with people. Don't use your platform to show your ass. It's not going to get you anywhere. Use your platform for good. Open up that heart space, guys. Love the animals. Support them. Share this world, this earth with them. They were created by the same light that you and I were. We have no right to reign dominion over them. We simply don't. It's those with the money bags who think they do. And let me tell you something more. If you guys would look outside those grocery stores, and if these stupid commercials on TV would show how these products are made, how this food you are eating has brought to your table, you won't even think a second more before putting that bite of food up to your mouth. You won't think about it. You just won't do it anymore. No animal walks willingly into a slaughterhouse, just as no person that any person that walks on this earth asks to be killed, that asks for hatred, that asks to be abused. No one asks for that. If you're having a bad day, if you come out and your intentions are good, you come out and somebody comes along, look within and think, where did that come from? So we have choices to do good and to do well and to ingest the things that are good by way of mouth with food, by way of ears with what we're listening to in music, and what we're looking at, social media, TV. Pick and choose what you steadily stream into you. Furthermore, who you spend time with, who you consider to rub elbows with. What did someone that I know say? I want you to do well. I want you to be able to live. And I will share my table with you. Excuse me. No, I want you to do well, and I want you to eat. And I want good food on your table. But this is my table, and you may not sit at my table. So if there are people in your vicinity, in your path, that make your stomach hurt, that you don't agree with, that you're saying yes to be liked, to be with, ask yourself why you're doing that. You don't need anybody to tell you you're good enough. You are good enough. So be careful who you're sharing your table with. Yes, I want you to be well and I want you to eat, just not at my table. People that are unsavory. That's what I was trying to get at. I know I screwed that whole saying up, but I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to tell you. Not everybody has your best interest. Beware of who you spend time with. Furthermore, beware of who you sleep with. I have been celibate since 2015, and I think it's made me only better. I'm happy, and that will change in the future if the divine so decides for me, and I do what the divine tells me to, and I am healthy, wealthy, and wise because God did it. Got that? So the rain's starting to come down. That's on my glasses. I wish you well. I wish you love and peace. Share the earth with the animals. Share the earth with the plants, with the trees. Nobody has right over anyone else. Got it? I wish you the best, and I will be back. Listen to your heart. Whatever is calling, speak it, share it. Do not squash it. Do not hide it for anyone, no matter what they say. Opinions are like everyone has one. Be back with another message as soon as possible. Bye.